What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today we're hopping in and doing another ChatGPT video. It's been a minute since I did some ChatGPT content for you guys, and I figured why not bring it back for you guys and do something different. Now, I did do videos of doing some fantasy booking videos, but today we're going to be doing it once again, but we're going to do it for Survivor Series, and we're going to see what ChatGPT comes up with for Survivor Series this year and how they construct this year's card. So we're going to get into it, you guys. You guys let me know what other videos you guys would like to see me do and put your ideas in ChatGPT and see how ChatGPT responds as well. So let's get into it nonetheless. So we have this blank, it always gives you this blank canvas. So let's say book Survivor Series 2025. And let's see what it happens. Okay, so let's see what we're going to get here. We're going to see if we're going to get a interesting card and storylines happening on the show. So here's a booked out speculative card for Survivor Series War Games Saturday, November 29th, 2025 in San Diego. Based on current storylines and rumors, this is not official, just how I booked the show given what we know so far. Main card, undisputed WWE Championship. We have Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Story setup. Orton turns on Rhodes after years of tension. Rhodes defends the title in a marquee match. Rumored source. Bleacher Report. Booking. Rhodes retains after a dramatic finish. Orton turn is cemented as a full heel, and this feud drives into early 2026. Okay, this is an interesting card so far to have, going into none other than Survivor Series this year. So let's see what other matches we will get for Survivor Series this year. I do know there's a possibility we could see something like this end up playing out anyways, based off what's happening with the current Cody Rhodes storyline. We do know he's going to end up facing Drew McIntyre at some point, so it's a possibility that we end up getting this match at Survivor Series. The next match we have on the card is WWE Intercontinental Championship. Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena. Story setup. Cena finished his farewell tour with a match against the hometown rising star and multi-champion Mysterio. Booking. Mysterio wins perhaps via controversy to elevate him. Cena gets a strong send-off, but doesn't take the title, allowing Mysterio to go forward as a main eventer. I don't know if he's a main eventer just yet, but I feel like he's on track to getting there. Don't get me wrong. I feel like he's already built up a decent resume so far, becoming a former SmackDown Tag Champion. He's won the Intercontinental Champion, and he's your current champion as of time of recording this video, and he's also a former NXT North American Champion as well. So let's get on to the next match, which is the Men's War Games. It says Team Babyface, Roman Reigns, LA Knight, CM Punk +2 surprise entrants versus heel Seth Rollins, leader of the Vision, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, +1 surprise entrant. Now, I do think this is going to be very interesting because Seth Rollins technically got kicked out of the Vision, and he's also dealing with the injury, so I think he will be out of War Games, unfortunately. And I think currently right now they're speculating that he won't be back until next summer, so possibly going into SummerSlam next year potentially. We can get Seth Rollins back, but that's still a ways off for sure. So his presence definitely will be felt in a situation where he won't be there like that. So we'll see how things end up progressing. Now the next, let's see what else they talk about. So story setup. The Vision faction has dominated Raw. Faces unite to take them on in the cage. Booking. The heel team wins via Seth Rollins. Pinning a major babyface to show dissension in the face locker room, I guess that they're trying to say, setting up fractures and new feuds post War Games. I do think, regardless of how you put it, I do think the heel team will win this year. I really do. I feel like over the last couple years, it seems like the babyface on the men's side of things wins, and then on the women's side of things, the faces always win as well. So I would love to see them kind of do something different this year if we are going to get War Games where we do have the heels potentially pick up wins this year. That's just my little early prediction. Hopefully that ends up happening, but we will see. Let's look at the women's because they have a women's War Games match here. So let's see. Uh, Women's War Games match: Team Babyface, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bailey, Lyra Valkyria, plus surprise return versus Asuka, Kairi Sane, Becky Lynch, Tiffany Stratton. This is an interesting one. I would not expect Tiffany to be on the card. Well, not like on the card, but like in this match, in this women's match, if that makes sense. So they say plus another heel surprise story setup. The War Games women match returns. The teams are built around the top stars with the surprise veteran return predictions. Booking: Team Babyface wins in a feel-good payoff. The surprise return gets a massive pop, and we head into 2026 with fresh contenders. And we also have a special attraction match, which, given the setting, stadium, a spectacle, a marquee tag match, or legend appearance, perhaps a returning superstar versus a rising superstar. My pick, the Rock makes a surprise appearance to team with someone against a rising heel faction or legend versus future showcase. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting if I were to say so myself. And then they also say other title defenses matches. United States women's tag could be defended on a pre-show or main card. A cross-brand match, Raw vs. SmackDown singles or tag to boost brand warfare. And they don't have anything else on that. But I think overall, from what I did read and give you guys, they did give us a decent card and everything like that. I can see some of these situations happening in the sense of who's winning. But I feel like as far as the men's War Games, like my only tidbit with that, Seth is out with the injury, so I don't think he will be participating in this year's War Games match. And as far as the women's match, I can see most of the people in that match outside of Tiffany, because I think that's more of a stretch considering she's already kind of doing her own storyline with Julia at the time of recording the video, and we still probably have Jade Cargill waiting in the rings. We still probably have maybe a Bianca returning at some point. So we still have a lot of moving pieces there that I think we kind of have to tie up. So I don't know if I can see her being in it, but I would be very surprised if they were to be having Tiffany participate in this year's War Games match nonetheless. But this, like I said, it was a decent card that they did lay out. You guys comment down below in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see this happen? Let me know in the comment section down below. Road to 2,000, ultimate goal is 10,000 by the end of 2025. But with that being said, super kick that like button, Superman punch that post notification bell, and spear the subscribe button. Takes 3 seconds out of your day. There's 3 things for me, hustling progression on my channel as well. But with that being said, hope everybody has a great day, great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.